What up, internet world? Wishing you peace and love wherever you are. As always, with that piece of love, a hint of challenge, a hint of challenges. As I've explained to you, the hint of challenges is simply because I want you to grow. I want you to transcend that which you have come to know yourself to be. And without challenges and obstacles, it's kind of hard to do that. So, whatever challenges and obstacles that you may find yourself faced with, know that you have it within you the power to overcome them. That's why I wish you a little bit of a challenge. Grow stronger, bro, sis, and become the best version of yourself. Let's do this. I hope you receive that. To begin with, brothers and sisters, we're going to touch bases on a video that I shared on my page not long ago. It was so profound that I felt the need to expand upon it in order that you may understand what is taking place both within and around your surroundings, helping you become more equipped to deal with the fuck shit that takes place around you and within you too. Or ultimately, everything I do, that's the sole purpose, to help you become more secure on the foundation that is yourself, experiencing this life. Not sure how much of memory we got again. The message might cut out, but understand that this is a rough draft. When we start doing this for real, there will be no interruption or cuts and whatnot. But for now, bear with me. And so, brothers and sisters, this is the video. It's titled Professional Hater. Bro's a professional hater.
This woman is a astrophysicist.
You're going to watch this. We're going to watch this, and then we're going to talk about it again, just expanding on it. So here you go. If you haven't already
to drain people's energy nowadays is via the internet. This woman is a astrophysicist. Actually, this is not how space works. Read a book. Now I just wait for the comments to come in. Hey, can you mansplain any louder? Yeah, sure. These are all different accounts that I have set up. The energy you get this way isn't quite as pure, but if you do enough of it, it'll fill you up. Shanghai sucked. Where was the Chinatown? Jason Mraz is just too weird for me. Jesus actually hates horses. Childhood obesity, LMFO. When they call you a dumbass, you know you've got them. They called me a dumbass. Women are getting too tall. Yeah. You can drain their energy via social media without having to even be near them. That is racist. You're correct. It is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's surprisingly simple to get total strangers completely furious with you. You should get a life. One of the best ways to drink. The best ways to drain people.
What did you get from that? After
the only thing that can ever cause harm to me in creation is my own mind. Can't nobody stop my mind. I am. I think. I create. The world is because I am. How then can my own creations or mind hurt me?
Excuse that. That's part of the whole self-programming that you hear. But back on topic. What did you get from that video? One of the viewers of that video, she liked, or was it a comment? I think she commented like a shock face emoji. I think that was a good response to that video, because after watching that, if you're truly starting to understand what is taking place within the reality, coming across something like that is shocking. It's amazing that, for me, I find it amazing that there is indeed an expression of source that literally spends their time, their day, their energy doing the shit that that gentleman was doing. But before we get into that, for real, let me take the moment to thank him for revealing that which many people think does not take place within life. We are now living in an era where everything must come to the light. What was once done or taking place in the darkness, it must now come to the light. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful for that, because now the truth must be revealed within every situation, within every person, within every place, within everything. Truth must be made manifested. And so to that courageous gentleman, even though he's doing one of the greatest fuck shit, in my opinion, of all time, but he was still courageous enough to expose his reality, bringing it to the light, explaining just how effortless it is to drain someone's energy without even being in contact with them physically. See, brothers and sisters, the future is now, the past is now, the present is now. Within this past, present, and future, everything is taking place right the fuck now. Technology is now. Technology is the future. Well, the future is here now. Everybody is on various platforms, engaging with various entities worldwide, some existing and some non-existent. But what you fail to realize is whatever that gentleman has exposed, freely given to the world, has been taking place since the dawn of time. Energy vampires, psychic vampires, people that do outrageous things, say outrageous things, just to gain your attention and drain your energy without you even realizing what is taking place. We are going to stick with him and just the social media aspect. Many of you out there not having any self-awareness, not having any control over your own energy, effortlessly fall prey to niggas like that, professional haters that will literally come across whatever things that you do online, whatever activities that you involve yourself with on these various social media platform and simply say outrageous things by commenting under your whatever you put out. And you guys have the habit of letting that disturb your peace, disturb your day, disturb your mind, disturb your insides. A stranger somewhere across the world, far, far, far away from you, comes across something that you post online and write a foolish comment or leaves whatever they do, and you come across it and you take it personally and let it disturb your day. I'd put this online. This nigga came through and wrote, "Shut the fuck up, don't nobody give a fuck." And I let it disturb me. Do you see the insanity in that? A stranger, a complete stranger that you know not of. You don't know where this nigga live. You don't know what this nigga do. You don't know his intention, my nigga. And little did you realize from the jump, well, truth be told, some of us, we're aware that you just got fuck niggas out there online that gains a level of satisfaction from just writing stupid comments under what other people do. You could even not put out a video such as the one I'm doing right now. You could simply comment under a video that somebody else posted, and some fuck nigga can come and comment under your comment and say something dumb like whatever you commented was bullshit, and now you take it some kind of way. You go now arguing with the nigga, going back and forth online. The fuck? The fuck kind of dumbass shit is that, bro? You sitting in your home awaiting somebody to respond to your reply, and then their reply was something insensitive, and you take it and you reply them with something insensitive too, and now you're going back and forth when all along you don't realize you dealing with a energy vampire that is feeding off of your energy with each interaction that takes place, because their goal as a energetic or psychic vampire is to simply get you to focus on them. It doesn't matter whether you're giving them good energy or bad energy. Nigga, give me energy. If I comment fuck you under your whatever the fuck it is you got going on, and you take that personally and simply reply to me anything, I got you. I got your energy. The nigga said it is surprisingly easy to fuck with people on social media. Well, he didn't say it like that, but you know how the Godfather is, nigga. I'm me. I interpret shit my way. And truth be told, it's really quite simple. Now, if I was like him, notice how he is. To me, yes, they call him a professional hater, and that shit makes me laugh. I'm gonna do something creative with that one of these days. Professional hater. Because these niggas, they all over the fucking place, bro. Professional haters. Like I said, I'm gonna do something with that one of these days. But yeah, all jokes aside, to me, that's a parasite. That is a parasite that's looking for a host to suck the life out of. And for many of you that is unaware that professional haters, aka parasites such as these, exist, looking for their next prey, looking for their next victim. Notice the nigga had a bunch of computers, a bunch of various like pages that he has created with fake names or fake existence, and he has all of these surrounding him, going from one platform to the next, commenting bullshit under this one, leaving it, going to the next one, replying to the one that he had baited. Bro, niggas doing this shit out here. They've been doing it forever. You just never knew. And as I've said, shout out to old boy for coming out and showing to the world that we out here, bro. We do shit like this. There are people that literally go about their day, go about their existence, fucking with you. They do things to fuck with you just so you could react. They say things to fuck with you just so you could react. And every time you react, you thinking, if I say some foul shit to hit them low just like he or she hit me low, I'm getting them back too. When all along you fail to realize that was never the intention of that parasite. I don't care if you hit me low, nigga. You giving me energy. He also said, getting that energy online is not as pure as receiving it in person, but if you do a whole bunch of it, you will get pretty full. The nigga is right. Well, I don't know because I don't do shit like that. I mean, my energy comes directly from the source, but in his reality, in his world, he's right. Because if I think from a narcissistic point of view, if my sole agenda is to gain energy based on my actions, thoughts, and deeds, it's quite irrelevant how I get this energy. I could do the foulest of shit. I could pretend, have these countless of masks on. Again, say this here, do this here. You're feeding my supply. You are my supply. I'm gaining that energy from you. I was truly amazed when I came across this.
Nowadays is via the internet. This woman is
The best way to get people energy nowadays is via the internet. You spend a lot of time on the internet. Social media platform, there's where you are. So these narcissists have now realized that since I cannot get to you in person anymore, I have to get creative with what I do. So I found out that you spend time on the internet, so I'm coming to the internet now. Back in the days, without the internet, I used to do this shit in person. How did I do it in person? I would come next to you, notice you having a great, phenomenal day, and I'm gonna come and say some fucked up shit to you. And as soon as you react to that fucked up shit I said to you, got you. That's how I did the shit in person. Speaking from a narcissistic point of view now. You going about your day feeling wonderful, ecstatic, you look good. You come out, let's say a female, she come out in her beautiful dress, feeling herself. A narcissistic female, see this female, puts on her hating outfit and go next to this female that's feeling wonderful in her dress and say some shit like, that dress makes you look fat. And now you have gotten out of that beautiful mood and you mad. You feeling some kind of way because a stranger has commented on the dress that you felt yourself looking glorious in. Somebody just told you you look fat in it. These niggas did this shit in person. One example that happened to me recently, because now that we see through these niggas, it's so easy to see their stupidity that they do. I went out yesterday to do some grounding, Well, actually, that was not my original intention. I just needed to go for a walk and clear my head. And when I go out there, a group of young men and women, they walking past, and one of them decided to say something out of character to me, because I'm sitting in the woods and shit. Stupid little kid come out his mouth and now saying to me, "Do you want to fight?" Now, me personally, nowadays I respond to stupidity with just a stupid look on my face that just says, "You just have not one clue how stupid you are to me. You have not one clue just how pathetic you are to me. Because you're not worth an ounce of my energy. A gram, not an ounce. An ounce, that's too big. Even a gram is too big, but we'll say a gram. You are not worthy of a gram of my energy for me to even respond to your stupidity with my words. Even my look sometimes, you're not worthy of it, so I won't even give you that. But I'm sitting in a space, minding my business, in a world of my own, doing my own thing. Here goes a little child that has no proper upbringing, a stranger that he don't know, decides to open his mouth to say some shit to. A parasite. Now, if I was the type to fall prey to stupid shit like that, I might take that as an insult, falling for that little narcissist trick. Now I want to say some shit. "Hey, young man, you don't talk to adults like that. Boy, I will fuck you up." Like, imagine the Godfather responding to such childishness. But the proof is in the pudding. I always wanted to use that. The proof is in the pudding. A narcissistic entity or energy seeks supply from every means or source it could get it from. It doesn't matter. All it needs is to hook your attention. But in that moment, when the little bastard said whatever he said, I know what to do to simply ignore the situation, because again, bro, you're not worthy of my time, my energy, my attention, my focus, my words, my essence. You're not worthy of none of this shit. So why would I pay you a gram of attention or energy or focus or supply? I will never feed you. I will starve the living shit out of you. Because I know that is what you want. You want energy. You want an exchange of energy. In other situations where it doesn't even happen like that, have you ever came across some people who spend so much time talking? You're engaged with them and they talk so much, but out of everything they're talking, they ain't saying shit. Energy vampire. I'm sure many of you have been in conversation where the other party is just yabbing on, and you sitting there thinking like, bro, are you gonna get to the point? You sitting there thinking like, yo, this nigga is taking up my time. You saying a lot of nothing, but you just keep going. I'm sure you could think of a moment where you were actively engaged with somebody and it was as if they would not let you leave the conversation because they just want to tuck your ear the fuck off. Energy vampire. That was their way of doing it in person. But now you spend your time online. They coming to you live on the internet. Another form of energetic drainage is somebody crossing your path and doing some weird action with their bodies. And by weird action, they might just do some weird ass body movement and then keep doing it over and over. And you, when you perceive this, you go about your day, but that action that person took, it sticks with you, and you find yourself just constantly thinking about what the fuck was that person doing? Little do you know, again, your mind is on them. Your attention and focus is on them. So guess what? They're feeding on your energy. There are creative ways that these narcissistic motherfuckers, they come up with to just try to hook your attention. Have you ever came across an individual that will boldly say that, bro, I live free in that nigga mind. I live free in that bitch mind. I live free in that man or woman mind. Have you ever came across that? Have you ever heard that? Imagine someone bold enough to reveal such things. I live free in people's mind. And that is a psychic vampire. That is a energy vampire. Because they have succeeded. Your attention, your focus, your creative abilities are focused on them. You go about your day, they're constantly in your head, in your mind. You wondering, why the fuck am I thinking about this motherfucker? They got you. They got you. How many of you out there got people freely living in your minds? How many of you out there that because of things that took place in your past, you're still carrying it around with you? You're still living in the past even though you're right here and right now. How many of you like sit with yourself and ask yourself, who's living in my mind rent free? That's another one. People living in your mind rent free. Your sacred space. You got the outside world invading it effortlessly with foolishness such as this.
Astrophysicist.
All things are possible to God.
This is
Believing
not
God to be my
space.
subconscious. As
Works.
consciousness, I can do nothing. But since all
Okay,
things are
now-
possible to God and
now
God
is
I
not
know
the
to be my
time for
consciousness of
this,
being,
bro.
I can realize my desire in a little while. How my desire will be realized I do not as consciousness know. However, by the very law of my being I do know that what I want, I always get. As proof, remember
Now
how I got
is
to
not
Atlanta,
the
how I got
time
my first
for
house.
this.
Yes,
I don't need your hearing some of my personal programmings. I'll probably share them with you one of these days. But yeah, my personal programmings, those are my datas that needs to be secure. So ignore that. When the time is right, I will share it with you. But back on what we on here.
Read a
Yes,
book. Now I just wait for the comments to come in.
look at
Hey,
that.
can you mansplain any louder? Yeah, sure.
Look
These
at
are all
this.
different accounts that I have set up. The energy you get this way isn't quite as pure, but if you do enough of it, it'll fill you up. Shanghai sucked. Where was the Chinatown?
Are you
Jason Mraz
listening?
is just too weird for me. Jesus actually hates horses.
I like that
Childhood
one.
obesity, LMFO. When they call you a dumbass, you know you've got them.
You
They
see?
called me a dumbass. Women are
Why? Why did he say when they call you a dumbass, you know you got them? Because they got you in your emotions. They got you in your emotions. If you truly understood what your emotions was, you will protect it with your very life. To just simplify for you what emotion is. Emotions is the river that leads to your subconscious that creates your reality. If somebody could tap into your river of emotion, they can control you, manipulate you, and create through you. Your emotions are your way of communicating with God, with Source, with your subconscious. Your emotions ain't nothing to play with. Anybody you have heard, anybody that can literally shake you, shake your vibration, they control you. Anybody that has control over your emotion controls you. Who are you? The subconscious. They control your essence. Here I am online, doing the work that I have been called to do, speaking these messages that when I go back and look at it, I'm sitting there amazed like, how the fuck did all that shit come out of me? But it's happening. But then somebody comes and comments some fucked up shit, and here I am going back and forth with them. That shit makes no sense to me. Let's clear a few things up real quick. Number one, everybody is different within this reality. Number two, everybody perceives life differently. Number three, everybody has a background that nobody knows about. Number four, everybody is dealing with some level of trauma that nobody knows. And from that trauma, they construct realities. Two people can look at the same picture and arrive at two different conclusions. So, the idea that the window that I'm looking out of when it comes to life, the perception that I have on life, you with me? For me to come and speak from that perception, from that window, and somebody who is not looking out of that same window, somebody who is not me, to understand everything that I done been through that makes me see the world as I do, that makes me understand the world as I do, to now question what I say, what I do, and for me to argue with them about what I know about myself and the world and everything that I done been through that has shaped and molded my perception on life, that is the most stupendous, ridiculous expression of me personally that I can ever think of, that I can ever imagine. This motherfucker don't know me. You don't know why I see the world as I do. You can try to understand it by getting to know by getting to know me on different levels, those for the ones that are closest to me, that has that level of trust where I can allow them within layers of myself. They can try to understand it, but yet they will never truly grasp the perception that I have on the world until you have walked in my shoes. This goes for everybody worldwide. Until a person has physically endured everything that you have been through from the moment you was born to whatever age you are right the fuck now, they will never understand why you see the world as you do. So for you to take time out of your day to argue with people about how and why you see the world as you do, it is foolishness. You don't have to understand me. It's all good. But I will never take the fucking time to try to explain myself to somebody who don't even understand themselves. You got to stop this for all you people out there on the internet. You have got to learn how to play the game of life and stop allowing others to play that game through you. Because in this,
you can drain their energy via social media without having to even be near them.
You can drain their energy off social media without having to be near them. This right here is happening every day in every moment. Stop taking shit personally. Stop taking shit personally. These niggas out here, they miserable. Misery loves company. These niggas out here, they miserable as fuck. As I've said, they have cut themselves off that source that pours into them an abundance of energy, an abundance of cosmic supply. They have cut themselves off of it because of all the fuck shit they have allowed themselves to fall victim to. They have cut themselves off of that divine source energy because they don't want to heal the trauma that they have went through growing up. When you don't heal, you become a narcissist. Everybody in this world, everybody in this life has went through some form of trauma. The hand that life dealt you, yes, for some it wasn't all good, but the question is, how you gonna play that joint? Are you gonna sit and sob and cry over the milk being sour, shit ain't going right, or you gonna get the fuck up and do something about it? You ain't deal me a good hand. Shit, it's all good. I'm gonna make this motherfucker work. You gave me a bunch of bullshit cards, but sit back and watch. I'm gonna flip this bitch. You know why? Because I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I'm a renegade. Don't make this shit easy for me, bro. The easy path, that's for weak motherfuckers, yo. Give me a challenge. I want to grow. I want to get stronger. And so you gave me that fucked up hand. Little do you know, for all you people out there that feel as though you got dealt a fucked up hand, that's a blessing in disguise, my nigga. Because imagine if you could go back to the divine and you said, bro, you gave me a fucked up hand, but look at what the fuck I did with that bitch. Look at, you could literally feel a level of satisfaction to yourself to understand that yes, life you may have not have been born with a silver spoon in your mouth, but you managed to build an empire off of the fucked up hand that you was dealt. Imagine when the time comes for you to transition out of this vessel and return to your ultimate form, and you looking back at your life like, bro, I lived the fuck out of that life. I went in that bitch. I was incarnated in a fucked up, toxic family. I suffered heartbreak after heartbreak, failure after failure, defeat after defeat, betrayal after betrayal, setback after setback. But my nigga, I kept going. I kept fighting. I kept clawing. I crawled. I ran. I walked. I fell. Nigga, I found a way out of the darkness. That's a different soul right there that is able to be born in darkness and then find their way back to the light. We are all gifted with this power and this ability. But life, even though it gives us this, it also leaves the obstacles and challenges. And some of the obstacles and challenges are something as simplistic as comfort. When you get too comfortable, you start to fall back off of that warrior and primal essence of yourself, because now you depended on comfort. If shit was to hit the fan right now, where it's like electricity went out, the internet don't work no more, what the fuck would happen? If shit would happen right now where niggas had to go back to depending on living off of the earth, no more easy way of just cooking and shit like that, how many of you will know how to survive? A lot of us have forgotten what makes us us. That primal part of us. We have become dependent on machines. Nowadays, people don't take the time to even read as much. Everything is done online. Everything is taken over again. And that is why these narcissists, they decided, I still need to feed. I still need energy. So I'm going online. That's where them niggas is. Energy vampirism ain't no joke, bro. It ain't no joke. Niggas out here doing everything and anything just to get your energy, just to get your energetic supply, just to feed off of you. You dig? Just to feed off of you. Reaction, respondents, two different ways that one can express themselves. Reaction is purely off of habit, habitual pattern. You say something, instantly my habit is to react and say something right back to you. Respond is conscious thinking. Respondents, conscious thinking. You say something to me, I pause. I think, do I want to reply? I understand that if I say something, my energy, we are going in this whole act of energetic exchange. Is this person worthy of my energy? Conscious responding to a person, place, or thing is different from unconscious reaction due solely from habits. And if you do not know the difference between reaction and responding, and you so carelessly go about your reality and just living, what is that word? Blissfully, you deal with people like this. You deal with...
You're correct. It is. Oh, yeah.
The professional haters.
It's surprisingly simple to get total strangers completely furious with you.
It's surprisingly simple to get total strangers to get furious with you. If you're living ignorantly blissful in this reality, not knowing the difference between reaction and responding, you come across the professional haters that say some shit and you take it personally, and now you're arguing with a complete stranger over the web. If it was in person, it could even be somebody you know. Let's say you having a great day and you just got this toxic narcissist at your job that wants to have you feeling uncomfortable, and they say some shit and you don't know the difference between reaction and responding, and here you are letting them disturb your day at work, and then they disturb your day at work. You pass that energy on to everybody that cross your path. This ain't no joke out here, brothers and sisters. It's a war. A mental war, a spiritual war, a physical war, an emotional war. This shit ain't no joke. Your ass out here being defeated every day. You wonder why you feel drained after some interaction with people. Psychic vampire. That motherfucker just drain your energy because you spend that much time around listening to the stupid shit they're saying and not saying nothing. You feel drained because somebody did some shit in your presence and you spend all day thinking about it. You feeling drained because people living rent-free in your mind. And you just think nothing of it. Psychic vampire. Energetic vampires. You are energy. You think you're this body. You don't understand. Your energy resides in the body. Where your attention goes, that's where your energy is going. So if your energy is constantly focused on some fuck nigga, that's where your energy going. And that's why the fuck you drain. Wake the fuck up and stop playing with yourself. And being that we can't just bitch about the problem, we must have solution to the problems and whatnot. Here is the solution right here, brothers and sisters, because ultimately the goal is to get you up here, higher, higher, and higher, better version of you. So the solution to this narcissistic individual is simply this. Write this down. Refuse to eat emotional poison. That is a solution. Because what that professional hater is doing is feeding you emotional poison. And if you take a hold of that fork and eat whatever the fuck it is he's feeding you, you are eating poison. Emotional poison. The solution? Refuse to eat emotional poison. This is part of the program that I had to install within myself to grasp, to respond instead of react. So I'm sharing it with you now because, again, as my brother, as my sister, it is my intention that you may free yourself from these parasites, known and unknown. To dive deeper into what I mean by refuse to eat emotional poison, it says here, always remember, brother, sister, taking things personally makes you prey for predators. A narcissist is a predator. Let me continue before we get that. Taking things personally makes you prey for predators. They can hook your attention with one little opinion, one word or action, and feed you whatever poison they want. Write them down and hang it right on your mirror, somewhere where you could see it every day, so that you can remember you're dealing with people with predators. Let me finish up, my bad. I'm going to take it back to the top because I want you to get everything. Always remember, brother, sister, taking things personally makes you prey for predators. They can hook your attention with one little opinion, one word or action, and feed you whatever poison they want. Never, ever react to such foolishness, to such obvious trap. Make up your mind to never again fall for such foolishness. Make up your mind to never again fall for such traps, because you, my love, refuse
whatever I
to
need,
eat
whatever I want, I get.
emotional
My God,
poison.
my source, give to me my every heart's desire. My part in this act of pure unconditional love is to only think about what I want.
Forgive that. So, yes, where was I? Because you refuse to ever again eat poison. That is your solution. Everything I talk about, I'm going to give the solution that I discover for myself, that brings me peace. That is, that I'm able to go about this reality. And there's the new affirmation that recently started to cross my path, and it goes like this: yea, do I walk through the yea, do I walk through the valley of ignorance, fear, self-hatred, doubt, chaos, and delusion. I shall fear nothing, because I know within me lies the power to overcome foolishness. I started thinking about that lately, and I'm thinking because every day when I leave my place of peace, even my place of peace, to tell you the truth, it's only peaceful because I make it peaceful, because in actuality, bro, I live in chaos. My vessel is in chaos. The stupidity that takes place in this environment, honestly, I ask the good Lord all the time, bro, why the fuck am I here? And one of these days I got a message where it was just revealed to me. It's like sometimes the good Lord puts people in certain location that they clearly know they don't belong in, because the good Lord needs entry in that location, and it is through you the good Lord has access to that location, because everybody in that vicinity don't have access to God, because they have forgotten the existence of Source. They're too lost in the world, and I need you there, because that is my way in. And when I received that message, I understood, like, oh, so you got me in this fucked up environment because this is your doorway to this environment. I still don't like this shit, bro. But I know that you know much more than I do. And you know that I can handle being in this bitch. Even though I'm surrounded with all this stupid shit, I still have my peace. You prepared me for this. So for however long I gotta be in this bitch, I'm a ride. So yes, I got my answer. They're on some real shit. The solution: refuse to eat emotional poison. And as I was saying, this whole space, sometimes, like, even though the people that are next to me, that when you know the intention, because now, as I said, niggas can't hide shit. Your intention is like right there. I can feel it. I can sense it. I don't sense it, nigga dream about it. It is just right there. Niggas cannot hide this shit no more. And to know a person's intention, sometimes I have to sit and let that intention play out before me. You're like, Father, I'm grateful for the gift, but damn, some of these people are really sick in the fucking head, yo, to know that this is what this person is intended for me. Say some shit just so I can go back and forth with them. And as I've said, my anger personally, it ain't on no human level. It's life or death with me. And some of these people don't even be willing to go as far as trying to get you to put them in the hospital just so you can end up in prison. Because again, if you hurt them and you end up being incarcerated, they're kind of happy because they managed to take away your freedom, your ability to freely go about the reality. This is why one must always control themselves when dealing with narcissistic entity, because again, it does not matter what supply they get. It could be positive or negative. They don't give a fuck. So yes, the environment I'm in, some of these motherfuckers, you literally just want to, but you can't. Because you will be giving them, you'll be walking right into their trap. Sometimes you have to simply, actually a lot of the time you have to walk away. A lot of the time you have to be the bigger person because you understand just what you have to lose. These motherfuckers, these parasites, these predators, they ain't got shit to lose. They already don't have nothing. That's why they are miserable pieces of shits. They have nothing to lose. They have lost everything. They have lost the very thing that makes them them. They are empty shells walking about the reality. NPCs, irrelevant entities, that their only agenda in life, their only focus in life is to go about the reality and create chaos behind them. What can you ever hope to get from a soulless being? What can you hope to get from a narcissistic entity? Absolutely nothing. They have nothing to give. Their whole existence is fake, is based and constructed in a lie. They have mask upon mask upon mask. They don't even know themselves. Their whole purpose for existence is to pretty much focus on upholding the lies that they themselves have created. So tell me, what do you hope to gain by going back and forth with somebody who has made up their mind that their only reason for interacting with you is to grab your attention and hold on to it and feed off of that? What can you hope to gain? I've been in some conversation with some people where I know, again, the whole part where shit ain't hitting no more. When I'm engaged with an individual where I know the conversation ain't going nowhere, we ain't talking about shit, I give you a time limit. Because I'm not rude by nature, and I feel as though nowadays this is going to be, I'm about to go to that rude part of me, go to that devil part of me, and instead of being respectful, if a person is just talking senselessly, I think I'm just going to walk away right in mid-sentence. As they're talking, I'm just going to walk away. Why? Because you're talking a lot of nonsense, and I know your whole purpose for running your lips is just so you can have my attention and feed off my energy. So fuck off. But there's always that part of me that see the God in everyone and everything. So I'm always respecting the essence that lies within the vessel, even though they are completely oblivious to the essence that lies within them. So I'm always respectful. But a new me is birthed, has been birthed, and the new me don't give a fuck. I give respect to those that are deserving of respect, and those that are soulless and just parasitic. You know, the ones that wants to just feed on your energy. I got no love for you, nothing against you, but you will not feed off of my energy. I'm just about to be ruthless. That is why, brothers and sisters online, as you go down my page, you don't see no stupid ass comments underneath my shit, because energetically these predators, these parasites, these professional haters, they I'm almost done. They are aware that the Godfather is way too advanced for our silly little games. The Godfather will not engage with us in petty arguments about the shit that he knows about his life, his experiences, and the various topics that he speaks on. The Godfather will never stoop so low to entertain us, because he knows who we are. And if we go on his page with that stupid ass shit, we just expose ourselves to him and to the world, because he just points out, energy vampire, you're a waste of time. Ignore. And we ain't even going to delete the comment. We're just going to leave it there. If such a thing does happen, we'll just leave it there so everybody can just see just how pathetic you is.